Today we're going to be talking about Doyle's 5 and 6 ton plug-to tractor or PTO style spreaders. This here is Doyle's 5 ton fertilizer only spreader. This particular unit is a plug-to tractor style hydraulic. Doyle spreaders are equipped with an adjustable hitch and safety chains. We want the spreader to be as level as possible when fully loaded and always use your safety chains. This is Doyle's plug-to tractor style hydraulic valve. This unit plugs straight into the hydraulic system of the tractor. It has an open and closed selectable valve here, a built-in pressure relief, and a flow control. This is preset at the factory. The spinner should be running around 700 RPM when you get it. This unit also has a built-in check valve so your spinners do not go the wrong direction. This spreader is equipped with a hydraulic engagement. Make sure you remove the yellow safety collar and pin it up out of place before using it. And then before transporting the unit, always make sure you reinstall the cap. Once you've removed the safety collar and engaged your hydraulic press wheel, there should be 3 metal fins touching the tire for proper contact. When setting up a Doyle spreader, you'll need to know the density of your product and the amount you want to apply. Say you have a 62 pound density product and you want to put down 400 pounds per acre. You'll come to the rate chart, you'll find your 62 pound density, and you'll follow that down to your desired rate. If you do not see it here on the low range, go to the high range rate chart, find 62 pound density product there and follow it down. If you see that, it looks like 406 pounds. You follow the chart back over to the left and it's a 3-inch gate height. So we'll set the gate at 3 inches. Now that we have the gate height set, we need to set the position of the chemical bridge. This particular product is a blended fertilizer, so we'll see that the setting needs to be at B3. Adjust the diverter and then reinstall the pin. So now that we know that we need to be on the high range, we need to check our sprockets to make sure they're set correctly. We look at the sticker to figure out which one we need to be on. As you can see, currently we're on the low side. We need to be on the high side to achieve the rate desired. Move the slide tensioner up and move the chains over. Once you get the chains on the correct sprockets, slide the tensioner arm down and tighten the tensioner lock back up. To ensure your spinners are turning the proper direction, the left-hand spinner should be turning clockwise and the right-hand spinner should be turning counterclockwise when running. On this particular 5-ton plug-to tractor style fertilizer only spreader, the jack has a grease point. We recommend greasing that every time you use it. There is also 2 pillar block bearings on the front here. We recommend greasing those every time you use it also. This power frame assembly has 10 grease points. We recommend you grease that every time you use it, especially the triplex sprocket. On the back end of the spreader, we have 6 grease points, including the feed gate. We recommend you grease these every time you use it, especially the ones below the spinner dishes. To properly adjust the apron chain tension, loosen the 2 bolts on each bearing and then adjust the take-up bolts evenly on both sides. The apron should not be any tighter than a 1/2 inch sag. On the 6-ton unit, this particular unit is equipped with a PTO shaft. Again, we want to make sure the spreader is level when fully loaded with the adjustable hitch and always use your safety chains. Pay attention to your drawbar length. Doyle recommends nothing shorter than a 14-inch drawbar to prevent damage to the PTO shaft or the pump when pulling through a washout. And remember, do not exceed 540 RPM on your PTO shaft. Doyle PTO spreaders are equipped with a flow control valve. This valve is preset at the factory to ensure your spinners are turning the proper RPM. The proper spinner speed should be around 700 RPM, long as your PTO shaft does not exceed 540 RPM. On the maintenance side of this 6-ton PTO unit, there is 6 grease points on the front of it, including the PTO shaft itself. We recommend you grease this every time you use this spreader. And here we have a reference of the 22 grease points on this 6-ton PTO spreader. Doyle PTO spreaders are equipped with a hydraulic tank. They use AW32 type hydraulic oil. There's a sight gauge and temperature gauge on the end of the tank so you can see to check your proper oil level. And also there's a hydraulic filter back here. We recommend you change that filter every year. On Doyle spreaders with the SRT style roll tarp, we recommend you run with the tarp open to prevent damaging tarp boats.